They're a real nuisance when they get into the ceiling because they make a heap of noise, start cooing at like 5 in the morning or something, scrabbling around, stomping around. Yeah, they kind of add plenty of droppings to the ceiling space. It's not necessarily something you want, and the numbers just seem to be exploding in the last couple of years.
Coming off the back of 2 bumper grain seasons, where grain was basically being carted 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, and so naturally that enables pigeons to breed up. Pigeons are quite capable of laying 12 clutches of chicks a year and really building up numbers where there's the right conditions. So we started to get a rise in pigeon inquiries, and particularly some of our commercial building owners coming to us saying, we're spending $6,000 to $10,000 a year cleaning our roofs, can you do something to please help us? The goal of this project is that every year it should reduce the pigeon population by 50%. We've also got AI cameras on the units so that we can actually check that native birds aren't taking over the feeders. So one of the characteristics of pigeons versus native birds, pigeons will actually feed in the dark or before sunrise, whereas native birds won't. We can count how many pigeons, what times, whether we're overfeeding or underfeeding.
It's just that they're so determined to get into your roof ceiling, so they're quite disturbing. They're quite antisocial in that regard.
It uses what is actually a poultry antibiotic that's come from the poultry industry in America, and they found that when they fed it to laying birds to stop enteric disease outbreaks in sheds, they actually stopped laying eggs. So what it does to pigeons is it cuts their egg laying in half. It's a mixture of grain and molasses, nicobacin, which is the antibiotic, and it's actually the molasses that makes it particularly attractive to pigeons. So once they get used to the sweetness and the energy of the molasses, they'll actually feed on this in preference to grain.
We must have pulled out, I don't know, about 100 boxthorn berries from this very backyard. We might have had 1 or 2 previous to that, but this year's been very exceptional, and I suspect the pigeons are really doing quite a bit to spread the boxthorn around. So another good reason to keep on top of them, I reckon.